Okay, so I thought we'd do one more sorcery beta box, right? So you all have filled me in on a few details, and God, is this fantastic. So this is a very, very nice way to handle promos, and you can comparing it to Fab at the moment, right? With the gold packs in Mistvale, right? It hasn't been confirmed, but through multiple people's testing, right, you can wait for gold packs. So compare that to Sorcery's idea of rewarding the consumer, and what we have is this nifty little code at the bottom here that allows you to redeem points for their online promo store, and that is such a fantastic thing to add in. So basically, the QR code itself just takes you to the redeem page, and then down here you have an actual serial code for the box that you want to enter in order to actually acquire Dust, right? Dust is their currency, their online currency, to reward people, go to events, who buy boxes, and again, take the variability out of it. And right, they can just have a rotating store where you accumulate dust. If there's something that actually interests you, you can pick it up, or if there's something you want to wait for, you can hold it and save it. So that is very, very nice decision. Now, from entering the previous alpha box and the beta box, it's 100 flat per box. I don't know about events, right? I don't think there is any events in Australia or anything like that, but it's still just a fantastic concept, right? So let's crack a box and see what else we can get. So sorcery is always the box topper, which again fine, right? The idea is obviously something to concrete to play with, right? So you need a sorcerer. Can't remember if there was a second foil, right? And I didn't actually take a proper look at any of the tokens last time. As there goes one, right? So it's a sorcerer and then just rubble. Yeah. So always stock and sorcerer, which is fine. And you have all the little token cards. And what do we have? We've disabled, so just different stats effects, all for the different sites. We'll leave them be, right? We'll get into the actual goodies. But we know a little bit better what's going on with the rarities. So I did end up taking out the cards from the alpha box and the other beta box. So for instance, we have the smokestack, nice and sleeved. And then I went through and I grabbed out all the elites, right? So unique, top rarity, elite, second. Then you have exceptional, but exceptional is, I'd call it more akin to just playables, right? So that's the bulk of your playable cards. And then of course ordinary as the common. At least that's my personal understanding at the moment. So regardless of what you end up getting, an elite is still kind of nice, right? Because you get several exceptionals to one elite or one unique in every pack. So everything is at the start, right? With the exception of the foil. So I think it was just the foil replaces whatever the rarity is, right? So we have exceptional, 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 followed by an elite. I was curious about this because I didn't bother checking any of the sites. So there are elite sites, which means I have to go back through the boxes to check them out. But yeah, we'll go exceptional, elites, uniques, and then foils. So other than that, right, nice and quick. We can do this pretty easily. Just thumb through. If there's a foil, there's a foil. If not, on to the next. And we're just looking for those goodies. So it should be about one unique foil, from understanding. I don't know if that was just the alpha box odds, but we'll see. Otherwise, we got Twist of Fate, which is a unique card. That's good. Then go there. And then our exceptionals. So yeah, we won't bother looking through the bulk. We will just pay attention to the exceptionals, but more so just the uniques and elites, right? That way we can keep this moving on since it is 36 packs. So we have an exceptional sight as well, right, into an elite in Adept Illusionist. That can go there. We do have a foil, and the foil is an avatar, which I believe these were akin to... I remember it was E, so it was either elite or exceptional. But either way, this... I don't know if it... I'm pretty sure there's tons of them, but this art in foil is definitely a lot better, right, with the phoenix behind him. We can flip him over and see what the standard art is, right? So because it's got such a big gradient shift, right, from the dark to the light, the foil definitely works really well on this one compared to some of the other cards. That's a pretty cool avatar, right? So we have banish all your dead fire minions, shoot a projectile, deals damage equal to the sum of their... I don't know what the symbols are, though, unfortunately, but that kind of feels like my type of effect. Now, I don't really have a spot for foils. I guess we'll move the bulk pile. And we'll stick the exceptionals over there. And the foil can go there. A bit closer. A bit better in the light. Yeah, there we go. So uniques on one side, elites on the other. Well, just opposite side, I guess. That'll do me. Okay. See if we can pick up the pace a little bit. But that is definitely a very nice looking foil compared to some of the other ones we've seen. So third, elite, goes that side. Any foil? Nope. I guess I'm not worrying about the exceptional after all. I screwed up for one pack, so we'll have to do. Alright, 1, 2, 3. And then we have an elite. You know what? Why don't we do this a better way? Since we know where we're looking, right, and I'm meant to pull out the elites, what I'll do is I will just, do some editing magic, right, and go 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Nice and easy, right? All the good pulls out of the packs, because it's nice and easy to do in reverse, right? We can see what the foils are, because they've got the nice full art on the back. Nice little frog. I'm curious to see how that looks in foil, right? That might actually turn out quite nice. But in that, let's see. We've got Elite, which was that side, I believe. Oh, an Onyx Core. So, provides one of the Earth. One of the Earth and one blank. So, is it just called mana in Sorcery? I want to call it resources just to make sure there's no overlap, but obviously it's the Moxes from Fabtcg, right? That's my understanding looking at this. So it provides one Earth resource and one colorless resource. So I'm curious how the cost actually works, right? Because on this we have 3 neutral, 1 of that. I have seen, doubles a few times. Curious. I'll have to look into that and learn a little bit more about the actual full-on play mechanics. So that is a unique. So that's our second unique. Then we have the Enchantress, right? It's nice. 2 boxes open, and we've gone, completely different sorcerers, which is really cool. Then we have another elite by Earthquake, another unique, a ruler of Thrall. Then we have the Grim Reaper. Ooh, lots of uniques this time. Elite, and then our first foil is just a ordinary. And then an exceptional by way of the Bullfrog. And I do think that is a nice foil. The background gets a little bit lost. The frog himself is pretty. And then lastly, we have a Poltergeist for an Elite Spirit. Enchantress, I didn't actually read this. When you cast a spell, you may animate target aura until the next turn. It's an aura minion with power equal to its cost. Interesting, so just turning a bunch of enchants or static things into your minions. Another sort of playstyle that I do generally like. We'll do these a little bit normal, because I don't want to eat up all the time. Wow, you know what? Should I just convert them? I'm trying to think of, what a easy transition would be. What do we get? We got the Planar Gate, which is an elite site. Other than that, just more bulk. I think we're due a few more foils, though. I think it was like 9-ish. Oh, there's one. Just an exceptional, though. See, right? On the lighter colors, the foil definitely works a lot better. And we skipped past. We got ourselves an elite. Sister of Silence. So, I'm curious, because 4 uniques feels like quite a lot already. Curious what the foil will be. I would assume the Mox, the Opal. No, what was it? Onyx. Would have been a great foil to hit, right? Into an elite. Any foil? Nah. We'll also move these there. They're tarnishing the light. And that's a bit annoying. Put them beneath me, I guess. Okay. Where's the next goodie going to come from? So we have Cloud City, which I saw was a promo as well, so I'm guessing this is actually a interesting unique, right? Once on your turn, this site may fly to the nearby void, so you can move it around quite easily. It's interesting. It's nice art. I would assume another good foil to find. There is a foil in here. It is just an ordinary, though. We definitely want a nice, unique foil. Oh. There's another elite, a nice Hydra with some nicely foiled lightning in the background. A bit too pop art, right, for me, but still nice nonetheless. And it's an elite. Alright. Ooh. Philosopher's Stone. I also saw this, right? I believe this is the best unique in the set. The first spell, of each element cast by the bearer each turn costs 1 less. So playing a mixed deck, this is awesome, because it's first spell of each element. I think, again, another foil we would have loved to find, but definitely for making decks, I'm going to say this comes in handy. And again, MTG, akin to a Lotus, no? So I think we've done really well on the uniques of this box, right? All we need now is just a godly unique foil, and we'll call it a day. But we get ourselves an Elite Astral Alcazar. Units can move between this site and any void as if they were adjacent. Does the Cloud City count as a unit? Right? So then you can move to any area? That'd be interesting. Oh, that was a Elite, wasn't it? Yeah, sorry. That goes there. Any foil? Nope. No foil. And another site, we have an Observatory. Genesis, look at the next 3 spells, put them back in any order. I think that would combo well with the Fire deck, right? At least I'd assume Fire is generally, burst in terms of spells and what you're trying to do. I might take a crack at building a deck. I think we've obviously got enough cards to do so. What do we have? We have Rest in Peace. And no foil, unfortunately. Oh, there's only going to be 1 stack left. Do I need to... trying to look at the clock and see if I need to speed things up a little. We got a globe for opposite edges of the realm are now connected. Okay, so you can go backwards to go right next to your opponent. That's a cool concept. That was just an Elite as well. Relic. No foil. Oh, there's going to be at least 1 more foil. This is the middle stack for the box, I want to say. We get another Elite, followed by... double check, just to make sure. No foil. Alright, lucky last to the next section. It is a Elite, followed by... no foil, unfortunately. So a Chaos Twister. Place target minions on the back of your hand and throw it off from any height. Alright, God. This is where my knowledge is waning. What was the MTG card? That was flip it onto the table or something, and then, the whole confetti story. Anyway. We have Crown Prince for another unique, so definitely good uniques. Deathrite, if you control another mortal, return Crown Prince to its owner's hand. Interesting. So when he dies, he comes back. I assume that's what Deathrite is. Do we get any foil? Nope. Alright, but still a nice stack of uniques. Okay, lucky last. Let's do an easy one in terms of editing. I need somewhere to put all the bulk, though. Where do I put the box? That's actually eluding me at the moment now. Alright, I'll just go off to the side there. But yeah, I can do it this way, right? Where I, front and center, completely cover. That's a horrible spot for editing. I need to move cards if we want to do that type of shenanigans, right? Where I can just go, put them in the middle, line them up, make sure my hands block the camera entirely. Now, what would you call that? Some sorcery? Alright, unfortunately, right, doing the flip side thing, I saw, well, no memorable foils from looking at TCG Play or anything like that, but we'll see what we get nonetheless, right? So, Earthquake, first foil is an exceptional, right, just a kite archer, interestingly. Elite Magic by way of Meteor Shower with another nice, sight damage. So, target 3 sites that share no borders, deal damage to each unit, top of the sites, in each area affected. So, 4, 2, 2, 2. So, a lot of damage, smaller. That's a really interesting effect. We have another Elite. We have another Elite. And yeah, so a lot of the fire spells seem to be these big explosions that seem really interesting. And an Ordinary by way of Blink. An Elite Mask of Mayhem. Whenever a nearby minion can attack, it must. Nearby strikes deal double damage. Curious. So 4 stuff to attack. Another Elite. Do we get... nope, that's an Elite. We got Dispel. I believe we got... yeah, we are... no, wait, what? That's kind of cool in all actuality. So we have Dispel and Disenchant, right? And they're inverted compared to one another. That is... because I saw this, I was like, did we already get this? Is this kind of disappointing? But no, it's something else entirely. That's kind of cool. They're both Ordinary, though, right? Elite, followed by an Elite and an Elite. So I don't think there was actually any uniques on that side of the box, right? and no fantastic foil. But again, I think the fact that we've hit the Onyx and the Philosopher's Stone and the Cloud City from memory, some pretty good uniques to actually fetch, right? Philosopher's Stone, Cloud City, and the Onyx Core. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that box, right? Just from memory. Do we get what was the most likely the best foil? It's the Hydra, isn't it? Right? Other than that, the foils are kind of a little bit lackluster. Actually, no, the Flamethrower. I have to look into that. I'm guessing that's probably Ed's side one, right? Because it's sick art as well. Anyway, I'll do it. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.